The weirdest interview which stands out is only one which I had for a telesales job, and it was a male interviewer. The first thing he goes is, "Whoa, bright eyeliner." And I was like, why is he looking at my eyes? And he's like, "That's a blue shade. My wife doesn't wear that shade." And it just took me off the topic. And when he tried to be serious after that, I couldn't stop laughing in my head. I was like, okay, you're the same person who was checking my eyeliner out.
When I was younger and I thought I knew the world better than other people, I decided to tell a creative director that I knew advertising better than him. And yeah, it obviously didn't go well after that.
So it was my first job in Dubai. Very much more important to settle, it's the whole phase of coming from India, making sure that you achieve your dreams, get a permanent job. There's the visa clock ticking. So I went for this interview. The person interviewing me firstly did not introduce himself, right? Just walks in and starts asking the questions. I found it a little weird because not used to that kind of interviewing style in Mumbai where I come from, and I find it quite disrespectful. It's because interview is never a one-sided conversation. That itself sets the tone of expectation.
One interview I had where I went in to basically get interviewed, but I ended up asking why should I join the job because I didn't want to, and the guy who finally hired me tried to convince me why I should join the company. So the whole interview was not really an interview, it was a convincing session as to why I should be doing the sales in the company when I didn't want to.
He asked me a question like, why do I hire you? Like, you don't even have experience. And it was kind of stupid for me to answer it because he had my CV in his hand and he could see I was a fresh graduate, so I had no clue why would he ask like what kind of experience I had.
12 years ago when I shifted from Pakistan to the UK, and the working conditions and environments are very different. So the interesting part was that the cities have names which are not really the same as the spellings. So a lot of letters are silent. For example, Slough is spelled as SLOUGH. And the weirdest part of the interviews that I had was that I was pronouncing names of the cities completely wrong, and I was going for sales jobs. So it took me a while to solve this problem, but eventually I did.
So here, strange part was like, okay, even though I was selected, I was called thrice for interaction. So again I was like, so the third time when I entered the room, I asked them, "Are you sure or not of hiring me?" And they were like, "No, we are sure." So the third interaction didn't happen after this question.
I remember they asked me, "What's your salary expectation?" And this is 12 years ago. I said 6,000 dirhams is what I'm looking for. And I remember the interviewer just looking at me with a very weird face and saying, "You're not even an MBA graduate." Like, I was a graduate and I had HR diploma back then. And he just goes in my face, "You don't even have an MBA. And what right do you think you even expect this kind of salary?" I'm guessing the feedback culture is not common and it is hard, but I found the style very weird.
In retrospect, all interviews are funny. You think at the moment when you're sitting there, it's be all end all and this is, you have to nail that interview. But after having so many years of experience, having gone through so many interviews, I may not have a specific moment for you that was funny, but I think it could have been lighter.